So, yesterday, I left you at the point where the demanders, where, so yesterday, I left you at the point where the dancers were demanding a SAG contract or they wouldn't dance. And what happened was a little crazy. So, this is where the story gets kind of interesting. So the dancers we'd gotten together and we were like, okay, let's say that we're not going to dance if they don't give us a SAG contract. So we went to the producers, I think, or the assistant second AD or something, and we said, listen, we want a SAG contract, just a basic SAG contract, nothing crazy, just the day rate, SAG day rate for each of us. And so we waited for a little while, and then the second AD and the production people were like, and I was literally like, I, I, I cried. I cried because I was so afraid that they were going to not, they were so interested, and like this is like they made it feel like, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Um, they made it feel like it wasn't like it was so important that we just not like that we don't do this. Like they were like you guys are never gonna work in Hollywood again. You're never gonna be a dad. You'll never be hired. And I'm like, and so like they were making it really like intense for us, and so finally they were like, they brought each one of us one by one because it was we all had to do it or no one. So they brought us in one by one for these contracts, and they're like, okay, like they're just so mad, and they're like, you guys will never work. Here you go. Here's your contract. Sign it. Do you stand with the dancers, or do you want to? So I was like, yeah, I stand with the dancers, and so they were like all huffing and puffing and here dance. So much drama back behind, and so we get there and we go up to dance, and like I think I told you at the end there that I was a featured dancer, so it was me, right, like we ran up the steps of the Capitol, and there was me right in the center, and then on either side of me was Alana Ulbeck and Jessica Koffel, and they were dancing on each side of me, and we were just doing this fun dance. Uh, anyway, so it's like being dogs. It's so fun. And then we did quite a few different takes, and I think in the behind the scenes uh, documentary, behind the scenes footage on the DVD release, they were like, "Hey, Junior, yeah, Junior is his name. He was funny. He was so cute." He was like, "Yeah," and Alana was like, "Yeah, I snuck a few kisses to him to get cut out," and I was because like she jumped up on me and like she started kissing me, da 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 da, and like Jessica went down in the splits and her pantyhose ripped, and just like, but and then there was also a part where like I jumped up and I lifted up my belly and shook my belly, like just some really funny stuff, but it all got cut and didn't get used in the movie. So if you look at the film, there's some really, it's a really cute little part and just a lot of fun. It was such a fun thing to be in that part and be a part of the Legally Blonde history. The first Bend and Snap was huge in the first movie, and I think this did pretty good too. I think it was a lot of fun to see it. Welcome to everyone who's watching. Um, so we did the dance, and they were like, yeah. Anyway, they were like, well, we're still kind of interested in you flying you to LA for this second part, and so well, I was like, we'll see what happens, but I I had scheduled a trip to go to Japan to hang out with my friends here, and so uh, I flew to Japan. Anyway, so I'm here in Japan, and I get a phone call while I'm here, and they're like, "Hey, Junior, they want to fly you to Los Angeles and to pick up this other scene." And I was like, well, I'm in Japan. I'm in Osaka." They're like, "Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll pay for your flight for what it would cost to fly from Los Angeles to, so because I was planning on coming home anyway, but I think I may have just come home a couple days earlier, whatnot. Anyway, so I flew back, flew into Los Angeles, and and they had a driver waiting for me at the airport, with the sign, the limo driver, and well, it wasn't a limo, but it was a nice town car. But um, anyway, the driver said he got my luggage for me, put it in there. I was like, "Yay!" And he's like, I'm supposed to take you to the W," and I was like, "I don't know. This is like my first time in Los Angeles, doing anything professional." And so he takes me to the W, the W standard down to and it was, I think this was, I can't remember where this one was. I think it was on the Strip, Sunset Strip or somewhere. Anyway, so he takes me there, drops me off, and I go to check in, and they're like, "Mr. Case, yeah, I don't have a reservation for you." And I was like, "What?" Anyway, but this hotel, like, it was so fun to be at that hotel because it was like so cool, so hip, had a sweet pool. The furniture was really modern and just beautiful. It was just a lot. It was really cool. And so I think I got on the phone to my contact, and I'm like, I think I might be at the wrong hotel. And they're like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm at the Standard the W Hotel, the Standard." Like, "Oh no, you're supposed to be at the downtown." So they sent another driver, and he comes and picks me up, and he was all excited. I guess he thought he was picking up Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek. I am not. So he takes me to the Standard downtown, and they're like, "Yeah, there'll be a car waiting for you in tomorrow morning to pick you up for the shoot, the day of the shoot." And I was like, "Sweet." So I'd brought the same clothes that I'd worn in Salt Lake, and so went in there, uh, had a just, and then the downtown was the downtown W was just amazing, just a little more posh, a little more fancy. Anyway, so I think I called a friend, and we hung out for a little while, and it was so much fun, so much fun. Anyway, so cool, so cool. Anyway, I felt seriously, I felt like a movie star, and it was just a lot of fun to you know be spoiled a little bit, to be there, and just to have a lot of fun. And anyway, so next I went to bed, and got up in the morning, and the driver was waiting for me, and he took me to the studio, and got me in on set, and they'd printed out like name badges and all kinds of fun stuff, and a pin, and like just all kinds of fun stuff for me, and got me all dressed up, and put me behind this door, and they were like, "Yeah, just have fun, just ad lib whatever you want, Jessica and Alana are gonna come through the door, and they're gonna see you, and then they're gonna be like, 'Oh, this is perfect.' They get the idea to steal all the interns to go do the dance." And so they saw me, like, we did. I think it maybe just took a couple hours, but it was just a lot of fun to be on set, like, that recreated the entire, like, the White House, and just it was just a lot of fun. So cool. So got on set, and we filmed it, and did that for the day, and then that was it. Like that was so. I guess part three, because I don't have enough time. Part three, I will tell you about the opening premiere of Legally Blonde 2 and how that went, the premiere. So stay tuned. Come in next time, and I'll give you part three of Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.